Good morning, dear students. Let us start our social science class, a new chapter from part of civics, chapter 25, a role of the citizen in a democracy. We know India is having the democratic government, and the democratic government means the people they are ruling themselves. And we can see here India is a democratic republic. The role of people in a government is the key principle of a democracy. We have to lay a firm and sound foundation for it to stand on its own. Without this foundation, it is difficult to take decision in a democracy. We have regular elections in our country. In a democracy, the people make all the decisions. Leaders are elected to represent the people. This representation is done through voting in election. People give authority to their representative to take decision on their behalf, keeping in mind the voice and the interest of the people. And here we can see the leaders are elected to represent the people. The people, in a democracy, the people they make all the decision. Who is making the decision? The people they are making the decision, and the leaders they are elected to represent the people. The people they are making the decision, and to represent they are electing the leaders, and this representation is done through voting in a election. We know we are electing the people by a voting, and people give authority to their representative to take decisions on their behalf, keeping in mind the voice and the interest of the people. And next we can see the democracy. Nowadays there are democratic government in many countries. Democracy means government of the people, for the people, and by the people. And what is the democracy? The democracy means the government of the people. The government, it is of the people and for the people. The for whom the government is for the people and by the people. Who is guiding or who is ruling? The people. Or that is why it is saying the democracy means government of the people, for the people, and by the people. That is the democracy. All adult citizens of his country have the right to vote in the democracy. Then all those who are adult, or those who are 18 years old, and the adult citizen, they are having the right to vote in the democracy. And this vote is very important for the formation of the government. And the role of the citizen is very important in a democracy. Therefore, they have to be aware of their rights and know what they should accept from their elected representatives. The citizen should be aware of the problems of their region as well as of the whole country. Only then will they be able to understand whether the government is taking the right steps regarding their welfare. For this reason, it is important to acquire knowledge about the current events, policy making through newspaper, radio, and the television, as well as the public meetings. And here it is saying the role of the citizen is very important. The role of the citizen is very important. They have to elect the people, and it is important in the democracy, and therefore they have to aware of their rights and know what they should expect from their elected representative. They are electing a person, the citizen, they have the very important role in the democracy. And we can see the democracy also means that all citizens are free to express their opinion. The democracy means all the citizens have the freedom to express their opinions, and they can criticize the government if they feel that is not discharging its duties properly. They can also oppose its policies peacefully without resorting to violence or breaking the law. The government, on the other hand, is expected to consider the views of the people speaking against it. It cannot take steps to prevent this from happening, because that would be undemocratic. And we can see here it is saying that the citizen, they have the freedom to express their opinions, and they have the capacity to, or they are able to criticize the government if they feel something it is not discharging its duties properly, and all the people, they have, the citizens have the authority to ask them, or they have the freedom to express their opinions. And we can see the representative democracy. Modern democracy is the system of representative democracy. It means people do not rule directly, but it is their representatives who make decisions on their behalf. And we know the people, all the people, they are not able to rule directly, but they are taking the representative in behalf of them, and the representative, they are making the decision on behalf of the people. The government gets its power from the people, and the James Madison developed the idea of representation so that democracy could be applied to large states. People choose their representative to the legislature, which is made up of two houses. And here we can see the representative, the people, all they cannot say something in a public way. So what they are doing, they are electing the representative, and the representative, the people, they are choosing their representative to the legislature. And we can see one house is two, the legislature, which is made up of two houses. One house is composed of the representative chosen by the people. The composition of the other house refers from country to country, and representative of people belong to different political parties. The party which gets the majority of seats in the house forms the government, and it is making many political parties, and which party it is getting the majority of the seats, they forming the government. So if elections take place to fill 500 seats in a legislature, a party must get at least 50% plus one seat to come to power. In our case, it is 272 seats. The other political parties forms the opposition. However, we must not draw the conclusion that the result of elections would always be a democratic government. In 1933, Adolf Hitler came to power through election in Germany, but he ruled like a tyrant. And here we can see the people, they are electing, or they are having the representative, and the representative of the people, they are belonging to different political parties, and the party which gets the majority seats, they have to rule the government. And next we can see the elections. We have a democratic government in our country. Already we told that in our country we are having the democratic government. That means people themselves rule the country. Then who is ruling the country? The people themselves, they are ruling the country. As millions of people directly cannot participate in governing the country, we choose our representative who form the government and run the administration. And the people, all the people, the million of peoples, they cannot come directly, and they cannot participate in governing the country. So what they are doing, they are choosing the representative for them, and they are making the representative to form the government and run the administration. We elect representative to the central government and state government, and to the local self-governing bodies. Elections occur in every 5 years or even earlier if the government falls. The parties put up candidates as per their capability and commitment to the party policies and the dedication to serving the people. That is saying about the election. Why we are electing? Because of we cannot come, all the people themselves, they cannot come and rule the country. So we are taking the representative from the people. So the representative, those who are, they are forming the government, and they are running the administration. So we are having the election to take the good people, or the representative to rule the government, or to rule the administration. And next we can see the right to vote. India has system of universal adult franchise. Already in previous class we have seen what is the universal adult franchise. Those who are adult, they are having the right to vote, and the India has the system of universal adult franchise. It gives everyone who is 18 years and above right to vote, and those who are 18 years and above 18, they have the right to vote. And as conscious citizen, we should all cast our votes, and we have to give the vote to all. The citizen all have to put the vote. Unfortunately, many citizens do not cast their votes, and many people or the many citizens, they are not. After the 18 years, all are having the right to vote, but many citizens, they are not casting their votes. Others are feeling that their vote will not make any difference, and some are thinking their votes, it is not making any differences. Sometimes people do not know enough about the candidates and cannot decide who will be the right choice, and some people, they are thinking that their votes are, it is not making any difference, and some are thinking that the candidates, they are not deciding who will be the right choice. It is very unfortunate that very often not even 50% of eligible citizens cast their votes. They are not aware that exercising their franchise is one of their prime duties as citizens. If they do not involve themselves in the electoral process, unsuitable people are likely to get elected, and many people, they are not putting the vote. So the unwanted people or the unsuitable people, they are coming to or they are likely they get they get elected. The voter also has the problem of having to choose between a large number of candidates. This is the time that the citizen's sense of the commitment to the country's welfare acquires great importance. It is every voter's duty to find out all about each candidate's record of achievement in public life, personal honesty, and sense of service. The voter should also be well informed about the programs and objectives of various parties. He or she should be able to judge the genuineness of parties and their candidates towards the country's welfare. Each vote is important and should be cast with the utmost care. Then here it is saying about the vote. When we are keeping the vote, some people, they are not aware of their votes or the importance of their votes. So the people, they are electing the invalid or they are electing not the suitable person. So we have to keep, all the citizens have the right to vote. So all have to keep the vote. And often candidates mislead voters. They appeal to caste, religious, or the regional loyalties instead of protecting the real issues by the public. And voters also get influence and give these facts due importance. But this is not the democratic representation, and it harms the country by dividing the people. Candidates who use such methods only wish to fulfill their own interest. And some candidates, they are looking after the, or they are appealing the caste, religious, and the regional loyalties and all. Then those who are doing like that, the candidates, they are use the such method only wish to fulfill their own interest. And different methods are used to influence voters. For instance, they are offered convenience to be taken to the polling booth. They are even given food and provided with other services. The use of such methods is unfair and against the law. Voters have to be politically aware and should not be influenced by these offers. And some people, they are influencing others by giving the, when they are coming to put the vote in the polling booths and all, some the leaders, or they are giving the candidates, they are giving the food or some other things to the people, and they are influencing to keep the vote for them. Political parties also resort to dishonest means to make candidates switch from one party to another after election. It is the duty of every successful candidate to work for the welfare of the people of the constituency from where he or she has been elected. The candidates whose efforts show that he or she is not sincere and is only working for his or her own interest and not that the public. And some people, they are doing the political parties and all, some people they are making other people the candidates they defend shows she are not sincere because of they are only working for his or her own interest, so they are not the sincere one. And the defections lower the moral standard of our political life. For this reason, the law was passed by our parliament in 1985 banning the defections. All this shows that as citizens of a democratic country, it is our duty to guard and uphold the system of representative democracy. We should work hard and cooperate with each other to keep our democracy functioning properly. If we do not do so, we should not complain that we are not being governed properly. We must ensure that our elected representatives are honest, sincere, and dedicated people who do not get the influence by narrow consideration of caste, religion, or region. We should also take a keen interest in a political life of our country and educate ourselves and others about its functioning. And we have the, as we are the citizen or the when we are having 18 years, we have the right to vote. So we are electing the people, and when we are electing the people, we have the right to choose the people, the correct, those who are honest, sincere, and dedicated people. We have to elect for to rule our country or the to rule our states and all. So we have the right to elect the people, those who are not influenced by others, but we have to elect the people, those who are honest and sincere and dedicated for the people. And this is the things it is we can see from the right to vote.